Ah, hi. You you finally coming too? Uh that's neat. Yeah, wow. Um you recovered a lot faster than most of the others did. Hi. It's good to see you. Good to meet you. Good to see you. Um hi. Well, I'm sorry. This place probably looks a bit bad at the moment. Um I didn't exactly prepare for you to be awake yet. Um, what what do you remember before waking up here? Uh huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So to give you some context for that, you kind of died, and uh, I am practicing to become like a necromancer. But like not like a bad necromancer. Like I'm not gonna enslave you and like turn you into a skeleton and keep you as like a slave forever. Um, Honestly, I think that necromancers get a really bad rap for that. Most of us don't exactly act like that. Most of us are actually quite approachable. Honestly, I think I'm less approachable, but that's more because of my like personality. I took a quiz about it a while back. Turns out I am an INFP. I don't know what that means. Um, but I am really awkward. uh, and honestly, I usually prepare little little note cards and stuff for when people like you wake up. Cause I mean, obviously, I brought you back to life and stuff, but I didn't get a chance to prepare that this time, so we're kind of winging it. It's kind of we winging it. Um, but uh, yeah, before you go like I don't know, like jumping around and stuff, I need you to know, uh, I'm I'm not sure what kind of condition your body's in. I just brought it back to life. I mean, I like patched up your wounds, but if you got like a broken ankle, did you remember having a broken ankle or anything like that before you died? No. Well, uh, that's good. I mean, that'd be awkward if I missed that. I didn't see any broken ankles. I did like a little once over of your body to kind of see what was the cause of your death. Turns out it was about 5 stab wounds to your neck. I had to basically sew your head back on. That was fun. In a not fun way. I mean, I don't I don't usually sew people's heads on. But you were a special case because I thought you were cool, and I found you in a back alley behind a Denny's. Yeah. Um, what were you doing there? Were you like meeting someone, or do you just like hanging out at Denny's, like Denny's alleyways behind a Denny's? Is it a Denny's alleyway if it's behind a Denny's, or do you think it's just like no man's alleyway? I'm sorry. What did I say? You know those moments where like you're thinking about stuff, but like you think about it out loud when you're trying to think of it like in your head, and then you totally just space out. You have no idea what was just said at all. Sorry, that happens to me all the time. um, but where was I? Right. So I brought you back to life. You should be fine, but also you might not be. And if you're in any kind of pain, I don't have anything to fix that. I'm not gonna lie. Presently we're in my basement, so welcome to that. There's lots of just don't mind the stuff on the walls at the moment. Usually I have that stuff kind of covered up and then I reveal it later, but just don't look at it yet. Don't look at it, or else we're just gonna have to skip ahead. Um, but yeah. So first off, I tried to get like acquainted with the people I've just brought back. That way, in case anything happens, and for example, you die again, and I can't bring you back because you're just dead. I want to make sure that I know more about you and can give you a proper burial, a proper uh the thing that they say when they're like, if anyone wants to say words about this person, say it now. Yeah, that thing. Um, I want to make sure that I can give you, you know, some proper words of parting. Uh, in case you're looking down on me in little ghost form. I like to imagine that ghosts are cute and not just spectral horrors. They might be spectral horrors, though. I really don't know. I should look into that, honestly. Yeah, that should be my secondary job. I don't get a lot of money from being a necromancer. Most people don't trust us. They tend to go to clerics, healers, doctors, stuff like that, who use light magic. There's really no difference. It's not light or dark. It's just all magic. And when you think about it, I mean, it's not like you can channel darkness. Can you? Do you know? I'll have to look that up. Hold on. Let me just get a little notepad. I had to keep these around because I have really good thoughts, but I forget those thoughts in 5 minutes. What was I gonna write down? Do you remember? Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you for having your head basically stabbed off. you got a good brain. Okay. Channeling darkness. Possible or hoax. Okay. Back to it. Where was I? Right. I don't get paid a lot as a necromancer, Most people don't really trust us, which that's the media's fault, if I'm being quite frank. I mean, yeah, yeah, you did kind of wake up in my basement. That actually, you know what? Maybe there is some reason to not like necromancers. Anyways, what else is there to say? All right. I was gonna ask if you could write some things down about yourself because, I'm a little bit busy kind of trying to get everything prepared and stuff for, once we're all set up, once we're all ready to go. But I also realized that I had to restrain you, which sounds really bad, especially when I mentioned that you were in my basement. But it's for the purpose of keeping you stable while bringing you back to life. The process of bringing you back to life, your soul's re-entering your body, and a lot of bodies. I think it's to do with the brain. I really never figured that out, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with your brain and getting a lot of messages or something as you enter back into your body, and your brain's just shooting all those messages out everywhere, so your body just kind of convulses violently, and sometimes that can lead to people getting hurt. And at one time, it was pretty graphic. I won't get too graphic with it, but one time this person woke up after dying. I brought them back, and they weren't properly strapped down. I didn't have the stuff, so I had to use duct tape. But of course, I didn't have anywhere to stick the duct tape to aside from just a table. So of course, they ripped the duct tape right off, and then they just kind of convulsed and fell off the table. And they fell stomach first right onto a bunch of tools I had just been using. And they basically died instantly from that again, so I had to patch them back up because, I mean, it's no fun when they like die right after you revive them, you know? Um, Not to say that it's fun. Um, when you just like you revive someone and then they're just like chilling out and then suddenly they die again, like even if it's been like an hour or two. Um, but anyways, uh, right, okay. I think I think I'm done setting up. Um, do you have time for a few questions before we get started? Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I usually do a big reveal right around here, and it's after I ask a bunch of questions. Like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite childhood memory? Um, what is your favorite celebrity? Stuff like that. But because of how awkward this one's been, again, usually people like they kind of go into their bodies, their souls go into the bodies, and then they kind of just like do their little convulsions, and then they stop, and then they sleep for a couple hours, because that was a lot to go through, and they got to give their body some time to reset and get back into the groove and kind of recalibrate in a sense. But what was I saying? Right, okay. So what I usually do, I usually ask a bunch of questions and then I do this big reveal like, ha, check it out. It's pretty crazy, but that didn't work this time. But essentially, I'm gonna kill you. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna. So what happened was, um, you died at the back of a Denny's alley, the back alley of a Denny's, back of a Denny's alley. You died in an alley, and beside it was a Denny's. Is the point? And I brought you back here, and because you're dead, I'm pretty sure that means you lost like human rights and stuff. Because, you're not a human anymore, you're a corpse and all that stuff. Anyways. So I've revived you, and I'm pretty sure that you're still, like, not. You don't have rights or something. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Because, like, no one's found out about it yet. So. But, anyways. So I brought you back to life. I patched you up. I gave you a little mint beside you. I'm beginning to think that the reason why no one's eaten the mints is because of the fact that they're strapped down. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Oh, now I feel like an ass. Yeah, I usually like provide a little, like, like when you go to like a hotel and then on the bed there's like a complimentary like chocolate mint thing. I love those. So I thought, what better way to welcome someone back to life than to give them a mint? Like one of the little, like, chocolate mint squares, but no one ever ate them, and I thought no one was a fan. But I'm beginning to think it's because I'm just a massive moron. Oh, this is all making so much sense. I'm kind of happy we bonded like this, and like, don't worry about me killing you, because I can bring you back. So, uh, we can continue having this, like, connection thing. Right? Am I the only one feeling this? Like, I'm feeling like we have, like, bonded over this period of time. Like, it's only been, like, what? An hour? Probably less than an hour. It's been at least 5 minutes, though. And we've bonded. We've really, like, we've made a connection. Like, don't you feel? What? Don't you feel? Don't you? Yeah, exactly. So, I'm feeling like this whole, this accident really is what it comes down to. An accident that I wasn't prepared when you woke up from your death sleep really was for the best. You know, and, and kind of think of it, I kind of feel bad. Like, you have been nothing but hospitable. I mean, granted, this is my basement, and you've been strapped to a table. But unlike most people who find out that they're about to get killed, you haven't screamed. Well, okay, loudly for hours. And, like, you know, I haven't had to do the whole, like, no one can hear you here and stuff like that. You know, I don't know, that stuff gets boring after a while. Like, you know, the first time you're just like, oh yeah, what a rush. You know, being all like, no one can hear you. You're in my basement. I soundproofed the entire place. But after a while, you're just like, yeah, I get it. You're yelling, and I soundproofed the place like 5 months ago. Yeah, like, it's just, it takes the fun out of it. And you start to feel like maybe the life of a necromancy serial killer was not the way to go. A necromancy serial killer? Yeah, I like that. Necromancer serial killer. But, like, maybe that was not the life choices I should have made. But then, you try to convince yourself that you've gotten this far. You've done this much. You can't just back out now. But you also, like, it just loses its charm. And you think maybe I should have just been a Denny's worker instead of a Denny's lurker. I'm sorry, I don't know what I just said. I spaced out. Anyways, so I have an idea, and you may not like it, but you may also really like it. And since we have this connection going on, since we have this bond, I'm willing to talk about it. Like, that seems reasonable, right? Like, talking about stuff. But that's what people do, right? They talk about. Did people evolve past that? Have I missed that evolutionary stage? I really hope that that's an evolution thing coming up, because talking is hard. But here's my idea. I'm gonna kill you, right? And I'm gonna bring you back. And then, after that, huh? Oh, hi. Sorry. I wasn't fantasizing about kissing you. I mean, who does that, right? Like, that's so crazy. What I was fantasizing about was I kill you, right? And then I bring you back. And then I kill you. And then I bring you back. And then I don't kill you. Instead, we become like... Okay, actually I have two ideas. One idea, we become a couple of necromancer serial killers together. We find dead bodies, bring them back to life, and then kill them, and then bring them back to life, and then kill them, and then bring them back to life, and then kill them, and then bring them back to life. Because that's fun. That's super fun. Yeah. Alternatively, we could start a comedy duo. Like, are you feeling that? Because I'm feeling that. Like, you die a couple times, you get brought back to life a couple times. What more is there to do with your life aside from becoming half of a comedy duo? And, like, I enjoy good stabbing, but I'd be willing to branch out. I'm willing to try if you are. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, that's the plan. The plan is, uh, kill you, bring you back. Kill you, bring you back. And then we'll discuss the third one, just for some spice. Like, if you're really digging it, like maybe a third time. But if you're like, no, I'm good, I'm good, then we become a comedy duo. And who knows? Maybe we get invited on to Ellen. Like, that'd be pretty cool, right? Like, I've never seen a corpse on Ellen, right? Yeah, this is a good idea. This is a good idea. Okay, I am gonna be back because actually I forgot to eat and I'm really craving McDonald's. Do you want anything? Okay, yeah, I can do that, absolutely. Um, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna bring you back to life. Hopefully, you won't wake up quite so soon this time. And when I get back, we can have McDonald's and discuss what to do from there. Yeah? Okay, great. Yeah, okay, it's cool. It's good. Yeah, it's great. It's good. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna, I guess, kill you now. And I have a couple different options, I guess. I mean, you're alive now. Well, not really alive. You're kind of undead, but you're not dead. That's what I'm getting at. Well, we have a couple different options. Do you want a knife? It's very sharp. I use it to cut open letters all the time. Because just it's cooler than using a letter opener. You just cut your letters in half. There's a baseball bat. This is surprisingly popular. And we have hammer. It's got a blunt side and like a I don't know what you call this, sharp. It's not really sharp, but you have a hook on the end of it. I don't know what this is used for. It's called a nail puller. Thought you clipped your nails, didn't pull them. Anyways, which one you want to try? Okay, absolutely. Yeah. And then when you wake up, McDonald's, here you come. All right. Sweet dreams. Oh, that's actually corny as fuck now that I think about it. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna